Hi, I'm super excited about this year's book club. So I just wanted to pop in and share a quick video to let you know a little bit about the Decide to Thrive Book Club, what it's about, what it's for, how it works, and why we do it, and what our books are this year. These are our books, and I'm super excited to tell you about them. So, quick scoop. This is the 4th year of the free Decide to Thrive Book Club. We gather every January, and this year we're going to do some other books throughout the year as well. But this January we're going to do 3 books, and it's really just a free opportunity to gather, to share, to connect around some insight, some inspiration, and connection, right? Just to gather. It's also an opportunity to celebrate some really amazing women authors, celebrate amazing ideas, and just celebrate the magic that happens when we come together with a little bit of curiosity and desire to learn and get curious about. It's all about living thriving lives and how we do that. That's what I'm relentlessly curious about. And I just wanted to gather us in January several years ago and every January since because it's been so fun and so rich. So I'm excited to do it again this year. So there's no way to do this wrong. I'll give you a quick scoop on how we do things. It's pretty simple. And there's no way to get it wrong. It's an offering for you to connect into however works for you. All right, so keep it simple, keep it easy. That's the whole point. It's January. We got enough going on. So this is just an opportunity to nourish yourself and to connect with some neat ideas and maybe some neat people. So we're doing 3 books this year. For those of you who've joined other years, why aren't there 4 books? Well, this year, the Decide to Thrive Immersion, which is the deep dive program I run each year, it starts actually this year on January 24th. So often it doesn't start. It's a moon thing. It's not me. I don't set the calendar. The moon sets the calendar. It's the Lunar New Year that I always start the immersion on. So this year it's January 24th. So we're a bit shorter in our time this year, so I wanted to do 3 books. And I had such a hard time choosing our 3 books, but I can't wait to share them with you. So there's 3 books. You can either read them all, you can read none of them and just hear what we share and talk about. You can wait to hear what I have to share about them, see which ones resonate, and decide to read those ones, whatever works for you, right? The only point is to get... if you leave with one tiny nugget of inspiration or insight or a moment of connection that's nourishing for you, it's a win. That's all we're here for. So what I do is you'll get emails. If you sign up for the book club, you'll get the emails that tell you when, share the recordings with you and the dates of when we're going to gather. But basically it's every Monday and Thursday at noon, 12 noon Pacific time. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Whistler. And we'll gather in the Facebook group. It's a special Facebook group just for the book club. Also free to join. And I'll just go live in there. It'll be probably 15 to 20 minutes each, 15 to 20 minutes each time we gather. And I'll just riff. We'll do 2 gatherings on each book and we'll just share. And then in years past, we've also done a live gathering on Zoom where we all get together at the end and share what our favorite takeaways were from the books or whatever. Just have a juicy discussion. So if you're into that, I'm totally happy to do that again this year too. Everything will be recorded. So if you can't join live, the videos will just be in the Facebook group. And if you didn't join in years past and you're curious about past year's books, all those recordings live in there too. So you're happy to poke around in there and discover the books we've done in years past and go back and listen to those too. All right, so the books. I just want to give you a quick rundown on the books and why I chose each one. And it really was hard. I had so many books I wanted to share with you this year. So we're going to have to do some more books. But anyway, this is what we're starting with. Here we go. Drop the Ball, Tiffany Dufu. Drop the Ball, Achieving More by Doing Less. Okay, so this is not a new book from this year. This one is a few years old, but I kept having people say to me, Tanis, oh my goodness, Tiffany and you are totally aligned with what you share and speak about. You need to read this book. So I thought, I'll check it out. Because I often talk about, we try to keep all our balls in the air. and that balls bounce and balls roll, and we can let some of them go. And so this whole concept of drop the ball was very intriguing to me. Tiffany, she's a speaker consultant. She's super steeped in women's leadership. She was on a launch team for Lean In and member of Fast Company's League of Extraordinary Women. There you go. She's a passionate advocate for the advancement of women and girls. She's a really neat woman. I've just been kind of getting to know a little bit about her, both reading the book and also listening to some podcast interviews she's done. Very cool. Brings some really neat insight and inspiration. Gloria Steinem actually writes what's it called? The foreword? Yes, the foreword. That's what it's called, Tanis. She calls this book important, path-breaking, intimate, and brave. There you go. This is a bold and inspiring memoir and manifesto that shows women how to cultivate the single skill they really need in order to thrive, the ability to let go. Intrigued. Lots of good juicy stuff in there. I can't wait to share it with you. And I think we're going to start with this one. So on Monday, January 6th, and then whatever the Thursday is after that, we'll be talking about Drop the Ball. I don't know which book we'll do next, but let's talk about this one. Marie Forleo's Everything is Figure-Outable. That is now a word, thanks to Marie. I have been following and learning from Marie for a very long time and have been always inspired by her playfulness and her wisdom, her generosity, and also her fierce business savvy. She's an incredible businesswoman, hugely impactful. Very cool woman. Let's see how she's described here. Marie Forleo is described as an entrepreneur and the host of the award-winning show Marie TV and the Marie Forleo podcast with millions of fans worldwide. Helps people build the life they want and achieve their dreams. How about them apples? She runs the acclaimed business training program B School and was named by Oprah as a thought leader for the next generation. And she is. Everything is Figure-Outable is more than just a fun phrase to say. It's a practical and actionable discipline. It's about making you unstoppable. I'm all about practical and actionable and fun and insight and inspiration. And so Marie's going to be dishing it up for us for sure. Here's what some people have to say. Cheryl Strayed, author of Wild. Do you know her? She's amazing. A must-read for anyone who wants to face their fears, fulfill their dreams, and find a better way forward. This book delivers a knockout punch to whatever is holding you back. Okay. Elizabeth Gilbert says, a whirlwind of power, humor, pragmatism, and grace. Marie Forleo writes exactly the way she lives, with full-on enthusiasm, no bullshit directness, and a ferocious commitment to self-accountability. This woman is the real deal, people. This book will change lives. All right, let's dive in and see. Brene Brown, who's been the author of several of our, Elizabeth Gilbert actually is the author of one of our past book club books, as is Brene Brown, author of Dare to Lead and Daring Greatly. What Brene has to say about this book is, what does it take to make a reader feel loved, inspired, and called out on their BS all at the same time? I don't know, but Marie Forleo has it figured out. Smart, funny, and as brilliant as it is straightforward. Loved it. All right. Sounds good. That's maybe our second book. Should we do that one second? And then we'll finish with Creative Trespassing by Tanya Katon. I had been exposed, I hadn't realized, I'd been in love with Tanya's work, one of her creations, long before I understood that it was from her, that I knew it was her. I saw Tanya speak at the World Domination Summit this past year and was blown away, completely resonated with her. Again, such a playful, powerful spirit of a woman. Brilliant, and just incredibly, all of these women super grounded, very powerful, influential leaders, and very grounded and living really, I don't want to say well-rounded. That sounds so whatever. Anyway, but just thoroughly thriving lives, which is why I've selected all of them for you to learn about this go round. So inspired by her. As soon as she finished speaking, I was like, Tanya Katon is my new favorite person in the world. That was the impact. So I had to get her book, and obviously believing that creativity and play are the way home. It's a foundation of the Decide to Thrive movement. I'm super aligned with a lot of what she's talking about here. Creative trespassing, how to put the spark and joy back into your work and life. How about that? Let's do it. She defines a creative trespasser as someone who sneaks creativity and imagination into the most mundane tasks or buttoned up workplaces. 2, someone who finds extraordinary ideas in ordinary places. And 3, someone who uses creativity as fuel for a freer, more joyful life. Amen. Of course, we're diving into this. You don't have to turn into a corporate drone to kick ass in the working world, says Tanya Katan. After more than 10 years of sneaking creativity into the business sector, Katan is here to tell you that any task or pursuit can be a creative one. I concur. You just need to be willing to defy conformity and ready to conjure imagination anywhere at any time. If you're feeling stuck in a Dullsville job, a windowless cubicle, or an ill-fitting polyester work shirt, chin up. Katan has been there too, and she's lived to tell the story. How? By choosing to stand out rather than fit in. To find her light and bask in it with all of her flaws. She says, the moment you choose to let the world see the real you, messy, imperfect, warts and all, she says, is the moment you choose to shine too. You know, I'm all about us figuring out how to shine and deciding to thrive. So let's dive in. This book is filled with stories of Katan's shenanigans. I love that word. Shenanigans. Lessons from rule-breaking artists, change makers, and totally legit business leaders alike, and dozens of exercises to help you ignite that creative spark. So again, super practical, actionable, along with the insight. Consider this book your invitation to reconnect with your inspiration and map your own unique path to the life you desire. What do you think? Those are our books. I'm so excited to dive in this year. If you haven't signed up, sign up at my website. I'll put the link wherever you see this video. Go to tannisframe.com and look for Book Club. It's a free book club. You can sign up there and you'll receive a couple emails a week just with updates of when the videos are coming out, and also an invitation to join the Facebook group where you can join in the live videos and we can interact and discuss there. I can't wait. The thing I haven't shared yet is why. The why. Yes, why? Because we want to connect over some inspiration and insight. But the reason this book club came into being, and the reason that it's in January, is because January is just this month loaded with messages everywhere telling us that we're not good enough and we need to fix ourselves. And it's like relentless self-improvement plans everywhere at the yin yang. And I just wanted to create an opportunity for something different. Something in January where we can gather and we can nourish the amazing humans that we are, that we can get curious together about our thriving lives, and gather to connect over that. About expression and creativity and growth and insight and nourishment, less about improving yourself or fixing yourself, because I don't think you need fixing. I think you're amazing, and I'd love to see you nourished so that you can create your thriving life. And if gathering over these books and some inspiration will help you do that, there's nothing I'd love to do more. So that's what it's all about. I hope to see you over the month. Mwah!